welcome to another episode of Bscene TV. I'm your host, Will Wilson, and this is our last episode of 2014. As you can see behind me, this is the CP Holiday Train here in Calgary, and Bscene TV is here to catch it before it moves across the country and in the northern states. Get prepared because this is Bscene TV. This episode also includes a holiday feature, which includes a Bollywood Christmas party hosted by Tanya and Vishal from Spark Productions. They are so well in tune with Calgary's diversity, and they have an amazing dance show and fashion show for us. Take a look.
So I'm here with Vishal, the creator of the Bollywood Christmas party. And Vishal, tell me a little bit about your production.
I'm the producer and obviously the director of Spark Productions, and Spark Production, which provides entertainment to Calgary City.
What is a Bollywood Christmas party?
Well, Bollywood Christmas party is kind of a fusion of Christmas and Bollywood. So it's like a neat idea. It's an absolutely neat idea. This is our 6th year, very successful. We are right here at the location, and people are enjoying themselves. We had such a blast in the entertainment right now, and Bollywood Christmas party is basically to get all the diverse people together of the city and give them a culture, a color of culture. Loads of entertainment, henna lounge, photo booth, interactive with me, and lots of dances. As I said earlier before, that people don't sit around in their chairs. They get up and they dance and they listen to me.
I did. I see them dancing. That was really, really fun to see. So why do you think it's so important to bring this diversity to Calgary?
Well, as you know, Calgary is a growing city, and people love to have different forms of cultural aspect in their life, and this is one of it. We provide. It is not a cultural shock. It's just an adaptation of new culture, which in case Bollywood provides, which is an Indian culture, and people come together with each other, and they enjoy, and they know how fun this culture is.
How is it different than a traditional boring Christmas party?
Well, I would say it has got a flair. It has got colors. It has got fun. It's got good times, as I said earlier, and it has got so much of a vibe with people, all the people from different parts of and different walks of life getting together under one roof and enjoying the music, which is Bollywood.
dance that we saw earlier?
Well, Bollywood dance is an amalgamation and a fusion of different forms of dance put together by a choreographer like us. And it's fun. It's fun. Amazing music, amazing dances, good costumes. All the costumes come from India and they're very authentic. So good costumes, beautiful dances, beautiful people. And you put together everything, it's a good mix of entertainment.
And what is your favorite thing about this whole experience?
People. People is my favorite thing. They come together, I look at them and I see the joy on their face while going. They say it's an awesome party. This is a party we have never attended. That's a great feeling. That's a feeling of achievement. People are already asking me for the New Year's party, which is happening in the Radisson Hotel this New Year's. It's going to be a different flair altogether. We won't take Bollywood into consideration. It's going to be much classy party. So people are already asking for us when we are doing the next party, and next party is December 31st at the Radisson. It's my passion. It's everything. I've been a professional in the industry for past 20 years, and I carried my professionalism here. People really, really love all the events we do, and look out for more events, guys, in future. It's going to be awesome. Spark Productions.
We've had such a great here time tonight at the Bollywood Christmas party. From music to dancing and even the food, it was amazing. Tanya and Vishal's mission is to bring different cultures together and celebrate the holiday in a new way. For Bscene TV, I'm Kendra Fowler.
What a fun and exciting event. Coming up is not so traditional. This art style is very popular in Hollywood and has been featured on Dragon's Den. But this artist canvas might surprise you. Is it the way of the future? Our reporter Kendra Fowler takes a look.
I'm Greg Girard. I'm a body painter in Calgary. I started out doing face painting and it kind of carried on from there. I've been drawing all my life. I've been an artist. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in New Media, so it came naturally to me. I like the interaction. I would have liked to be a tattoo artist. I have no tattoos though, so that's impossible. So this is the next best thing. It's probably a little bit rebellious, especially in a city like Calgary. There's a lot of people who don't quite get it. They don't see it as an artistic form of artistry, and that's something that will continue to change. People will become more open to it. it's a great non-permanent way to sort of express yourself, express who you are. But just below the surface, people are really interested in doing some exciting things, especially in the area of advertising. There's a lot of potential for this sort of medium in advertising and promotions. So it's just about getting the right fit for the medium, and I expect it'll take off relatively quickly. There's a bunch of people doing it, but it's still kind of a niche area at the moment. Right now I'm doing a sports jersey series. We're doing the NHL, we're doing Team Canada in the next week or two. The plan is to do all of the teams across the NHL. Another area where body paint shines is for expectant mothers, painting the stomachs up. That's something that people are really interested in. I've been thinking about doing a little bit of a campaign for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which would be next October.
Body painting is used to express one's individuality, and it is seen at music festivals, sport events, and even charity runs. You can contact Greg at girardcreative.com. I'm Kendra Fowler for Bscene TV.
Thank you, Kendra. Now, before I go catch up with my guest co-host, Nik Lewis, let's take one last look at the CP Rail Holiday Train. This train isn't just about spreading joy. It's actually North America's largest rolling food fundraiser.
Trouble for the man that you take every time you walk.
Hey everyone, I'm back for the last episode of Bscene TV in 2014.
It has been a great and successful year.
How does it feel to wrap up the first half of the season?
Well, it feels great to produce my own TV series. Of course, I meet a lot of wonderful people from Calgary and all over the world. And of course, I want to thank my audience and everybody who contributes to my show. Without you guys, it would not be possible.
So what would you say is your highlight so far this year?
Well, co-hosting with you, Nik. I mean, it may look really easy from home, but we don't always get through our lines flawlessly. Or, you know, sometimes things just happen.
So you're saying there's a blooper reel?
Yes, there is, and you're in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Check it out. What a fabulous event. And welcome back, Nik Lewis. For the Stamps fan, you know that... Oh, pardon me.
Here we go. First cup of the day.
Bscene TV is all about the second story. So, second story?
Second story.
And it tastes
So
a lot
good.
better. Yeah, I didn't even put my gum underneath my seat.
It's in her pocket.
Wrapped in a piece of paper, of course. We are wrapping up our premiere episode of Bscene TV. Am I out of the shot?
You went a little too far.
Okay.
Wait, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Jesus. Many people are glad to know the art is still alive, whether you play like in. Oh, sorry.
Welcome to Bscene TV. I'm your host, Nik Lewis, and this is Will Wilson. Get ready because this
Actually, yeah.
That sucked.
Oh my goodness, the train. Thank you, Abigail. So, what's my next line? If you'd like to share any of your stories, feel free to email us at bscenetv@shaw.ca or find us at Twitter at #BsceneTV. Oh, that's my line. Pardon me. Okay.
Many people are glad to know the art is still alive, whether you play like, tongue-tied.
To get involved with inspiration and action, check out the website at
If you'd like to share any of your stories, feel free to email us at bscenetv@shaw.ca or find us at Twitter at hashtag. Okay, from the top.
It is the cleanest city in the world, so I don't litter.
When I took my gum out, I didn't put it underneath the chair. I actually got a piece of paper.
And put it in your pocket.
It's still there right now.
Then this is what I'm talking about. Hey, this is the Calgary experience. Up next is a powerful and successful entrepreneur, but it wasn't always this way for him. Starting from the bottom and working his way all the way to the top, this is Shannon Warren.
From startup garage office to winning the Fast Growth 50 and Profit 500 in just 11 years, today's guest star speaker, awarded Business Leaders of Tomorrow, is going to reveal his surprising start, endless dedication, and now being one of the most successful businessmen in Calgary. Here is President and CEO of Matrix Labor Leasing, Shannon Warren. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You started Matrix 11 years ago, is that correct?
Be almost 12 years ago, yes.
12 years ago. So, and from that journey, can you tell us a little bit about how, you built your company? You started in a garage, is that right?
We started out in December of 2002, sorry. And I originated from New Brunswick, and there wasn't a lot of opportunity there when I was growing up, so I moved to Vancouver and got into framing houses. And that led me into commercial concrete formwork. So that the employer that I was working for ended up having a project in Calgary. So I ended up moving to Calgary, and that opened up a couple of doors for me as far as having an idea to start my own business and supply labor to different construction companies across Canada and now across Western Canada.
What was it like when you were, working in the labor force? What was that like?
I honestly, I really enjoyed working with the different crews that I worked with throughout the years. I just felt like there was, I wanted to build something where people were taken care of. They had a guaranteed paycheck. There's a lot of companies that fly by night. They don't look after their employees. They don't work safe. So basically, I wanted to provide a safe working environment for my employees, to have the full medical, dental benefits, direct deposit paid bi-weekly, and just look out for their best interests.
So, what was it like when you first started out your business? Like, what were the challenges involved?
The challenges that I can come up with right off the top of my head would be payrolls. I remember having a lot of sleepless nights because you didn't know how you're going to make the payroll the next day. So that was always challenging. And obviously, if you're fast growth business, you're always having a hard time funding your payroll. So that was always been a really challenging for me throughout the years.
And what was a personal challenge of starting up a business and being able to make it grow?
I think the biggest thing was listening to people. People tend to be naysayers and say you can't do this or you can't do that, and I think that was the biggest thing to overcome, was to prove to people that you could actually do it.
Some of the, what were one of the hardest things personally? Was it very difficult to finance when you first started out?
When I first started out, it was very difficult because banks will not help out a new business, of course. So being a new company, you have to find ways internally to try to do things on your own. So there's always the help of family and friends throughout the first couple of years, trying to cover the payrolls.
And now, up to this point, you have won Profit 500. Can you talk about those awards a little bit?
Yeah, very fortunate. We applied, I guess almost 2 years ago now, and it was a pleasant surprise that we ranked 7 out of 50 in Calgary, or Alberta for that matter. So I was very pleased and honored to be a part of that group.
And so from now, like, where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see Matrix growing?
Well, it's pretty focused on growth, and right now I think we were going to take a step back and focus more on the grassroots, the basics. So really want to look after employees, we want to look after our clients as well, and we just want to really build a really strong business model and have a strong foundation within our organization. So I think for us right now, the two key components is technology, and we want to build that technology in our infrastructure, and we also want to have some safety programs in place. We want to be ahead of the curve, so we want to have tablets out to each of our construction sites, so all our employees can do their safety documentation on a weekly or daily, and we'll have the information uploaded into our office, and we'll also have real-time reporting for WCB for any incidents that happen on site.
Excellent. And you were recently featured in Business and Focus magazine. Can you tell us what that was like to be part of that?
Yeah, it's like the last couple of years we were very fortunate at getting part of these different organizations with Profit 500, Fast Growth 50, Leaders of Tomorrow. So it's very, like I said, very blessed and very honored to be part of these awards and getting getting some sort of recognition, I guess, for your hard work over the years. As anybody knows, running a business is very difficult. Really, you get no support from anybody other than yourself. So it's very trying, and it's a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety running a business.
So, and you know, what is one of your biggest keys to success?
I think just being born and raised in New Brunswick, a small town, had two loving parents that guided me through life when I was young. And then I think when I was growing up, I looked at some people are different. Some people want to be a movie star or want fame and fortune. But for me, I looked at my peers, like people that own businesses in my local community, and I thought I wanted to be someone like that. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to start something and perfect that business.
Absolutely. And Statistics Canada actually suggests that about 51% of startup companies don't last longer than 5 years, which is really good. So you've been going on for 12 years, and you must be feeling some sense of accomplishment. Can you describe that?
Yeah, no, it's been a hard road throughout the years, but certainly now I'm very fortunate. We have a very good internal office staff. They work really hard. They're passionate like I am. They care about our employees. And so, like for us, our number one goal each and every day is look after employees, but we also want to make sure our employees are being paid properly. So if there's any problems with their paycheck, I'm very determined to make sure that it gets fixed that day. So I know how important it is. I lived paycheck to paycheck for many years, and I started out with nothing. So it's I know that how important it is. If one of our employees is shorted maybe a couple $100, it may not seem a lot to me, but it's a lot to them. So I take that very seriously, and so every payday we want to make sure everybody's paid properly.
And that's very admirable, because that means you're like a very honest boss. And so what is another priority in your company? Do you do a lot of charity work?
Yeah, one of our main focal points right now is, for the last couple of years, is the Children's Wish Foundation. They're a great organization. For the last couple of years, we raised almost $20,000 for that charity. And on average, I think it costs $10,000 to grant a child a wish, and for us, it's just very important. I think it's a great cause, it's a great charity, and I think it really helps the kids when they're going through a rough time.
Absolutely. So the last question that I have is, what's a piece of advice can you give us today, especially for those who really want to start up their own business?
I think for me personally, how I become successful is watching your overhead and your receivables. So it's the two main components that I can tell anybody that they want to be successful, is always watch those two things. If you watch those two things, and if you take care of business, and the business will take care of you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us. Take a look to find Matrix Labor Leasing in your community. Shannon Warren and his company Matrix Labor Leasing has donated a lot of money for charities, and they host events every year at Christmas and Stampede. Be sure to check them out.
Well, that's it for Bscene TV.
If you have any stories you'd like to share with us or invite us to any of your events, feel free to email us at bscenetv@shaw.ca or find us on Twitter at Bscene TV.
And you can find me on Twitter at Nikel18. That's Nikel 18.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2015. I'm Will Wilson.
And I'm Nik Lewis. Happy New Year, Calgary.